On behalf of the Utah High School Activities Association, we welcome you to the Tire Center State 4A basketball tournament. This quarterfinal round game features the Spanish Fork Dons and the Logan Grizzlies.
Well, a very good evening and welcome to the UCCU Center on the campus of Utah Valley University for tonight's 4A girls quarterfinal matchup between what's going to be the visiting Spanish Fork Dons and the home team here, or the designated home team, the Logan Grizzlies. Great to be with everybody here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. I'm Ryan Pickens. We also want to welcome those watching in the city of Spanish Fork on Spanish Fork 17 as we get ready for a big matchup here. Spanish Fork coming in with an overall record of 14-7. They went 8-4 in Region 10. That was good enough for a third place finish for the Dons, finishing behind what ended up being Mountain View and also Salem Hills, both of those teams making the quarterfinals earlier tonight, going 1-2 in those matchups, with Salem Hills advancing to play tomorrow afternoon. On the other side, it will be the Logan Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are 18-4-1 overall this season, coming in out of Region 10 with a 10-0 record out of Region 12 up north with all kind of the Logan area schools. And right now, the Grizzlies are having a very successful season so far tonight for Logan. Well, the winner of this one gets ready to play tomorrow afternoon in the state semifinals. A very quick turnaround for both these schools as they'll get ready to play tomorrow afternoon at 2:30 tip-off here from Orem and the UCCU Center. They'll get the Salem Hills Skyhawks. So for Spanish Fork, Salem Hills coming out of course, Region 10, the same region as Spanish Fork, could be a very familiar opponent. Logan, on the other hand, could have a kind of a new opponent. So we'll see how this one goes. 8 minutes on the clock. We're just about set and ready to go. Spanish Fork in the red tops and the red shorts. They are going with their starting lineup of Taylor Stewart, Kennedy Frame. Number 3 is Camille Brown. Trying to see here really quickly the other two starters for Spanish Fork. I believe that's Briley Rudd, number 11. And I believe that's maybe Gabby Beckstrom, number 23. For Logan on the other side, it will be Amber Karchner, number 11, number 35, Amia Marin, number 14, Tori Craner, and two others right now. Tip is won and controlled by Gabby Beckstrom and Spanish Fork. Here as we get underway here, just a couple of minutes, well, about 9:09 here, as here is Riley Tobiasen with the basketball. Back, here's Rudd. Rudd goes around the screen, gets it back. Tobiasen out on the perimeter. Looking to try to get it inside. Here's Kennedy Frame, goes up off the glass for two, and Spanish Fork's on the board. A quick 2-0 lead here for the Dons. Logan having their first possession of the evening, as it will be Zentner with the basketball, number 1 for the Grizzlies. Here's Marin going to the hoop. She puts the shot up, can't get it to go. And back the other way comes Spanish Fork into the front court. It's Beckstrom, kicks it out to Rudd for 3 in the corner. That one was short and off, but right into the hands for the putback is going to be put back by Taylor Stewart, and Spanish Fork out to a quick 4-0 lead in this 3-versus-1 matchup here to decide who will play in the state semifinals. Karchner with the basketball. Here's a shot again by Marin, and this time she hits in the corner. And Logan is on the board here this evening with a 3. And now Logan coming with a quick 1-2-2 press, and the Dons will turn it over as Briley Rudd tried to get it back to Tobiasen, and the pass goes over to Tobiasen's head and out of bounds, so possession will go to Logan. 4-3 here in the first quarter, 6:44 to go in the first quarter. In the corner, here's a 3 on the other side. That is good for Amber Karchner, the freshman. Hits the 3, and a nice shot there for the Grizzlies, and Logan leads by a score of 6-4. Here's Beckstrom inside. Taylor Stewart can't get it to go. Now a battle for the rebound. It will be a jump ball as Shea Anderson went up for it for Logan, and the Grizzlies will get the possession here coming off the jump ball with 6:19 to play here in the first quarter. Logan will bring the basketball up right here. Logan in the all-white home uniforms here. Here's Zentner with the basketball. Marin drops it inside on the bounce pass into Anderson. That shot is blocked by Taylor Stewart. Back the other way, Beckstrom trying to push the pace. Now she'll pull it back out. Zentner all over her, and Beckstrom dribbles it off her knee. That will be a turnover, and the ball will go back to the Logan Grizzlies here with 5:52 to play in the first quarter. The Grizzlies from Logan leading by a score of 6-4. Zentner will bring the basketball up. Here's Mariah Marin. Moving the basketball here around this perimeter. Shot goes up, rebound, a nice board by Karchner. Sorry, that wasn't Karchner with the rebound. That was Shea Anderson, and Logan will reset the offense right here. Gets it inside, kicks it back out, working inside out. Karchner for three, hits again in the corner. And Karchner has her second triple, a steal on the inbound, but Logan couldn't convert the layup. And Spanish Fork almost turns it over twice again as the pass came back in. Here's Beckstrom going to the basket. She'll be fouled on her way up, and Beckstrom will have her first opportunity to go to the free throw line tonight. And the foul there, I believe they're going to get Tori Craner. And that will be Craner's first, and the first team foul, our first foul of the evening here. And Gabby Beckstrom can't get the first free throw to go as it rattles in and off the rim here with 5:08 to play in the first quarter. A 9-4 lead right now for Logan with 5:08 to play in the first quarter. Beckstrom at the line, her second one rattles in, and it's good, and it cuts the Logan lead to 4 at 9-5. Alea Zentner will bring the basketball up here for the Grizzlies. Logan has been content to work the inside-out game. That one's knocked away by Beckstrom. She regains control. Has Rudd up ahead of the pack. They'll get it to her, but she can't finish the layup. And instead, I think we're going to get a foul here. We'll see here. The whistle and the officials will kind of have a quick word and a conversation right here about the foul. And it's going to go against Shea Anderson with the foul there on the contact when Rudd went up for the layup. They're going to say Anderson made too much contact, and we'll see Briley Rudd going to the free throw line, and her first free throw is short. Just hit the front end of the rim on that one, and Rudd will head back to the line here. Her second free throw on its way now, and that one's going to be off, but Kennedy Frame there to pull the rebound, and Spanish Fork will reset. Here's Beckstrom. She'll pop the three. That one is going to be short. Rebounds tipped around and controlled. Kennedy Frame again. Back-to-back boards for Frame. And Spanish Fork will reset. Here's Tobiasen. She goes to the basket. Goes right up there against the Grizzlies, but can't get it to go. Frame gets another rebound. And now a wrestle inside for the basketball. And coming away with it will be Logan. Here come the Grizzlies running, trying to push the tempo. Zentner cross-court pass to Marin. She puts it on the floor, but not before she travels. And the Grizzlies will turn it over. Logan there having a nice opportunity in kind of the 3-on-3 fast break. And I believe head coach Alyssa Anderson there wants to take a timeout here on the floor. We'll take a timeout here. You're watching high school basketball here on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and also Spanish Fork 17.
Substitution for the Grizzlies, number 33, When it comes to service from the Richmond Tire Centers, the stories you hear are true. You come in, they come running, ready and eager to serve you. The next game has been streamed live on the Attention all basketball players 14 and older. If you wish you could dunk and be more athletic, come to the dunk camp this June at the Carnival Training Center in Louisville, where you can learn from some of the best.
4:17 to play here in the first quarter. Spanish Fork with the basketball as Logan has a 9-5 lead over Spanish Fork. Grizzlies there almost forcing another steal. Those fast and active hands for Logan have been key tonight. Here's Gabby Beckstrom. She puts it on the deck, but she travels. And it will be a Spanish Fork turnover, and the ball goes back to Logan here with 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Logan coming out of Region 12, went 10-0 in their region play. Spanish Fork finishing third in Region 10. Zettner guarded there by Beckstrom. Right now and getting ready to go there for another 2. And Logan doing a nice job getting things going right now. Over the middle, that one's knocked away. Loose ball is going to be picked up by Logan. We'll have a foul in the backcourt. This one, I believe, is going to end up going against Gabby Beckstrom, and Beckstrom's going to pick up her first personal as she tried to get the basketball as she was going there onto the floor. And now it will be Logan here with the basketball. Zettner right now waiting to try to see right now. And a quick substitution as Taylor Rose will come off the bench here for the Grizzlies with 3.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Logan with the basketball. Here's Karchner for the Grizzlies. Tries to get it into the high post. They do. They get it in. It's blocked there by Stewart. And Spanish Fork coming the other way. In the front court, it will be Erica Allen in there for Spanish Fork, running the point here for the Dons. Allen to the basket there, tries to get that one to go. Stewart right there for the putback for 2. And it cuts the lead down here to 4 for the Logan Grizzlies. Inside, we're going to get a whistle and a travel inside against Tori Craner as she tried to make her move in the post there. I think trying to get to go to that left hand off the glass. And Craner will go to the bench, and Mia Marin will come back in, and will come right back in here for Logan. Well, we're here in the first quarter right here, an 11-7 lead right now for the Logan Grizzlies. The winner will head to the state semifinals. Up at the top, here's Allen, tries to get the bounce pass in there. It's stolen by Marin. Coming back the other way. Here's a quick kind of on the transition jump shot. That one doesn't go for Jenny King, and Spanish Fork right back the other way with Erica Allen. Allen will slow it up here for the Dons. Cross-court pass over to Rudd, and that one back out. Allen kind of bobbled the basketball there, picks it up quickly though. Tries to make a move, tries to find Tobiasen there, cutting down the lane, but Tobiasen couldn't handle it. The turnaround spin shot couldn't go. Shea Anderson pulls the rebound for Logan, and back the other way comes the Grizzlies. Logan by 4 here in the first quarter. Marin with the basketball, now over to Zettner, and Zettner will pull it out, and Logan will try to set up some offense here late in the first quarter, and Marin's going to put it on the deck, but she travels on the jump stop there. Not quite there when she comes set. Doesn't get the ball necessarily back on the floor to bounce it before she completely comes down. That one's going to be a soft pass stolen away. It's Zettner going the other way, lowers his shoulder, and is going to get the basket. Are they going to count it? I haven't seen the official signal yet. It will be a Spanish Fork foul, and Zettner takes it coast to coast, and they're going to count the basket and the foul. And the second team foul there against Spanish Fork. And just a soft pass there that Zettner was able to just jump right in front of. And Zettner just able to find a way there to take it coast to coast for the layup and gets the foul to go. Zettner tries to finish the three-point play, misses it long, and the rebound is controlled there by Briley Rudd in the backcourt for Spanish Fork. Logan 13, Spanish Fork 7, a minute 27 to play in the first quarter. Here's Erica Allen for 3. That one is off. Rebounds tipped around and finally controlled by Shea Anderson. Logan coming the other way, running 3-on-4. Here's Rose with the basketball. She loses it to Riley Tobiasen, who just lowers her shoulder and tries to run over the Logan defender. And that's going to be a foul against the Grizzlies. It's going to be Mia Marin there picking up the foul. First foul on Marin, third team foul. As Tobiasen lucky there in a sense because of the fact that had Marin been a little more set, could have been an offensive foul against Tobiasen. Definitely the toughest call to have in basketball. You have to make sure they're set. Inside, we're gonna get a foul here. I think it's gonna be an offensive foul, and it's gonna go against Briley Rudd. And that will be the first against Rudd and the third team foul against Spanish Fork. And Briley Rudd will go to the bench for Spanish Fork. And Gabby Beckstrom will come back in off the bench for Spanish Fork. Under a minute to play, first quarter, 13-7 lead for Logan. And the Grizzlies have the basketball as Shea Anderson hits to the high post. Here's Merritt. Cross-court pass over the head and out of the hands of Karchner. Here's Beckstrom trying to get it to go. She gets the basket and the foul. And Gabby Beckstrom will have a chance for a three-point play on the other end, as the pass there just going high, and Amber Karchner had a hard time controlling it. And it just kind of went off her fingertips, and Gabby Beckstrom was right there to try to take it coast to coast. Fourth team foul there against Logan, and Gabby Beckstrom a chance here to complete the three-point play for Spanish Fork. And Beckstrom left that one short. It hit some of the net, but not able to get any rim on it, and it will be out of bounds. It will go to Logan here with 43.8. Zentner guarded by Erica Allen in the backcourt as Logan's able to break the quick press. Here's Marin for three. That one is long. Rebounds tipped around and controlled. It's going to be trying to make a diving attempt on it. I believe was number 32, Amaya Mays there trying to knock. Sorry, that was 33, Jenny King for Logan, who tried to make a diving attempt to tip the ball back into play and just couldn't quite get there. So Spanish Fork will have the possession with 26 seconds in the quarter. Here's Beckstrom, gets it to the high post. Here's Stewart, but it's stolen away. Marin up ahead of the pack, looking for Karchner with the left hand off the glass, no roll. And now it's going to be stolen away from Beckstrom by Karchner. 2-on-1 inside. King gets the shot up and is fouled. And Jenny King will go to the free throw line here. We'll see who they're going to get for the foul, and it's going to be Riley Tobiasen with the foul. That's going to be the fourth team foul against Spanish Fork, and Jenny King will go to the free throw line here to shoot a pair here at the line. And the first one is good for Jenny King here at the line. Extends the Logan lead out to 14-9 here with 11.5 seconds to play in the quarter. King ready to go here for the second one, and this one is good as well. Spanish Fork looking for the final possession. Zentner pressuring Beckstrom in the backcourt, though. It's knocked away, loose ball. Allen's going to pick it up, throws it away. Marin throws it up with the troll. I think she didn't know how much time was left. Spanish Fork the other way. Beckstrom from about half court is well short. And kind of a last minute, kind of a crazy final 10 seconds of the quarter ends up going in no points at the end of one here from the UCCU Center at Utah Valley University. It's Logan 15, Spanish Fork 9. You're watching the 2018 4A Girls State Basketball Tournament here on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and Spanish Fork 17. Well, start of the second quarter here in Orem at the UCCU Center, the 4A Girls Quarterfinals here on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and welcoming those watching on Spanish Fork 17. in the city of Spanish Fork, as Taylor Stewart gets that one to go off the glass but couldn't get the roll. Kennedy Frame underneath the basket is going to end up falling, and when she did, she hit the inline. So the possession will go over here to the Logan Grizzlies, who are leading this one 15-9 here in the second quarter. Great to be with everybody here on a Thursday night, the week of the state tournament. As Zentner has the basketball up top for Logan, cross court. Here is Marin with the basketball. Marin with a dangerous pass, almost knocked away by Erica Allen, and Logan will set it up here to set up their offense here. Here's Marin, she'll take the three. That one is good for Marin. A nice bucket there for Logan, and the Grizzlies increase their lead out to 9 here with 7:08 to play here in the second quarter. Spanish Fork trying to find some offense. That one's thrown away by Beckstrom. 3-on-3 the other way. Karchner pulls up for three, couldn't get it to go. Beckstrom pulls the rebound for Spanish Fork, and Beckstrom will move it into the front court, and Spanish Fork will try to set up their offense here. The Dons had some good looks in the first quarter, but was robbed by the rim multiple times, and Kennedy Frame there able to get the short jumper to go. And a nice opportunity there for Spanish Fork with Kennedy Frame, trying to maybe work the ball inside a little bit more instead of settling for jump shots here in the second quarter. That shot is off by Tori Craner, and that will go out of bounds, and the ball will go back to Spanish Fork. Logan really did a great job in that first quarter of kind of working that inside-out game, and they really found a way to make that work to their advantage. They hit a couple of those outside shots and really tried to break up that zone being played by Spanish Fork. Erica Allen takes a three. That one hits the inside part of the rim. Loose ball picked up by Frame. She'll throw up a shot and get fouled. And I believe they're going to get Tori Craner on the foul. Nope, it's going to be number 41, Shea Anderson. Reverse the 14 and the 41. And it'll be the 5th team foul against Logan. And we're going to get a timeout here by the Grizzlies. They'll take a full timeout. We'll take a break here on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and Spanish Fork 17. It's the 4A girls quarterfinals. Here, action coming. Winner heads to the semifinals. Well, Logan takes their first timeout here of the ball game with 6:07 to play before halftime. Kennedy Frame will be at the free throw line for Spanish Fork, and she'll be shooting a pair here for the Dons, as Spanish Fork trailing Logan right now by a score of 18-11, and really a big portion of the ball game for Spanish Fork right now, trying to play from behind, as the first one is good for Kennedy Frame. And really, you can translate this to any team that gets behind here. It's nice to have the opportunity to go to the free throw line and shoot free throws and try to score at the clock stop. And that one misses and goes out of bounds. It will go to the Logan Grizzlies. Spanish Fork hasn't shot well tonight from the free throw line, as Logan will bring the basketball up. Zentner, number 1, with the basketball, moves it across the court here for the Logan Grizzlies. Here's Marin, takes a three, and that one hits the front of the rim, but he couldn't hit any other part of it. Rebound goes inside and quickly is sent out there, as it was Craner who tried to get it back outside, which ends up getting inside. Here's Jenny King inside. Craner's going to come away with it, but again, she'll get it out to Zentner, and the Grizzlies will reset. 5:30 to go here in the second quarter. Here's Karchner. She's had a good first half for Logan. Marin down the lane, draws some contact, throws up a shot, and she'll be rewarded by going to the free throw line there. Lots of contact there in the air. We'll see who they're going to get on the foul, and it looks like it's going to be it's going to be called on Taylor Stewart. Her first, and the 5th team foul against Spanish Fork, as Mia Marin goes to the line, and her first is going to hit the front of the rim and will not go down. And so Marin will get her second here for the Logan Grizzlies. Winner of this one will play tomorrow afternoon at 2:30 tip-off as Marin gets the second one to roll down. And they'll get Salem Hills, the Skyhawks, winning this previous ball game here against Cedar. And there we're going to get a double dribble and the possession, another Spanish Fork turnover. The Dons have not been great at protecting the basketball here so far through the first about just approaching a quarter and a half here from Orem. Those turnovers have been key, especially coming at times where Spanish Fork hasn't really been able to get in a groove offensively. Here's Marin with it, back over to Karchner. Gets it inside, going straight up, and there's going to be a travel inside there against Craner as she tried to go up. She just shuffled the feet, making the move inside, and we'll have a turnover, and the ball goes back to Spanish Fork. So these are the kind of possessions Logan's really been able to find, hasn't really hit a big groove as Kennedy Frame gets the inside jumper to go from just inside the free throw line, and again cuts the lead down to 5 here. That one's nearly knocked away. Zentner will go and get it, though, for Logan. It's been one thing to see Logan be able to try and get their offense set up. The Grizzlies haven't been really what I would call haven't been in rhythm either offensively. That shot goes long for Jenny King. It's just been a night where Logan's been able to get more shots to fall here in the first about quarter and a half. Here's a 3 in the corner for Allen. That one is off. It's going to be ran down by Beckstrom, who loses it off her knee. Almost steps out of bounds there at the end, but somehow stays inside. Rudd with the basketball now, gets it inside. Here's Stewart on the quick catch and release. That one goes long. Stewart fights for the rebound, but Marin's going to pull it for Logan, and back the other way comes the Grizzlies. Cross-court pass looking for Karchner. She'll take the 3. That one is short. Rebound pulled down by Beckstrom, and Spanish Fork is going to go 2-on-3 the other way. Beckstrom splits the defense, goes up, and gets the roll for 2. And Logan wants to take a timeout. A quick 6-0 run here by the Logan Grizzlies have gotten Spanish Fork back in it. 19-16 lead for Logan. It's the 4A girls quarterfinals here on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and Spanish Fork 17. .331 to go before halftime, and a 19-16 lead for the Logan Grizzlies here at the 4A quarterfinals. Great to be with everybody here as we get ready to decide the 4th and final team who will have a date tomorrow afternoon in the state semifinals. Here's number 11, Amber Karchner with the basketball for Logan. Splits the defense, takes the free throw line jumper and hits. And a 21-16 lead now for Logan after the nice jumper there by Karchner. Inside, here's Kennedy Frame, and there's going to be a foul, and I think they're going to end up getting Jenny King there with the hold. That's going to be, I believe, the 6th team foul against Logan. And the first going there against Jenny King. Tobiasen quickly inbounds to Beckstrom. She'll take the long 2. That one misses off the rim. And that one going to be almost thrown away by Spanish Fork again. Here's Tobiasen with the basketball. Beckstrom goes cross-court to Rudd, who puts it on the deck. Inside to Kennedy Frame. She's had a good first half for Spanish Fork. Gets her own rebound. Sends it back out. And here's, once again, that zone defense. And we'll have a 1-and-1 situation here after the foul Believe it's going to send Beckstrom to the line as Taylor Rose picks up the foul. And we'll see who's going to end up, and it will send Gabby Beckstrom to the free throw line. The officials taking a moment to kind of sort everything out there, including getting the 1-1 and who was shooting there kind of figured out. And this is a good opportunity for Spanish Fork if they can go to the line and make some free throws to maybe find some rhythm offensively as Beckstrom hits the first. Cuts the Logan lead down to 4. 3 of the 4, well, right now 2 of the 4 teams in the semifinals tomorrow coming here from Region 10 as Beckstrom hits the second one as well. As Lehigh earlier beat Desert Hills to get into tomorrow's semifinal. And they will take on Hurricane, who defeated Mountain View by 9 earlier today. That shot goes up. Rebound pulled down there by Eliza Bowman, and back the other way. Here comes Spanish Fork. That one's Zentner, jumps into the air, knocks it away. 2-on-1 the other way. Here's Rose down the key. Spanish Fork, they're wanting a big travel, I think there. Rose may have gotten away with one, but nonetheless, it's thrown away on the other end. Out of bounds there off of Logan, and it will stay here with Spanish Fork with 2 minutes and 2 seconds there. A very close call for sure. Nonetheless, there are a lot of people quickly thinking right there. You have the kind of the 2 steps there for the layup that you can take. And Rose there might have gotten an extra half step. But nonetheless, ball here goes to Spanish Fork. Here's Beckstrom. She goes to the basket there, goes straight up. One of the foul call, gets her own rebound. Here's Tobiasen double teamed inside. And Tobiasen kicks it out, and Red will now take it back here, and they will reset the offense here for Spanish Fork with 1:42. Inside, there's a quick 2. A nice job there inside for Cardoza. Gets the turnaround there as Haley Cardoza gets the 2, and it cuts the Logan lead to 1 here with 1.5 minutes to play before halftime. 21-20 lead right here for Logan. Here's Karchner. There's going to be an offensive foul here against the Grizzlies. It's going to be on the screen there by Jenny King. I think she kind of maybe got some extra contact or was either moving, and that's going to be her second and I believe 8th team foul. Spanish Fork won't shoot free throws on that because it was an offensive foul, but any kind of defensive foul there against Logan, and Spanish Fork will shoot free throws on. Spanish Fork's only committed 5 fouls, so Logan still has a couple of more before they're shooting free throws. 1:16 to play here in the first half, 21-20 lead. Here's Tobiasen going to the basket, goes up, hit the underneath part of the backboard, and the rebound now is going to go loose. I believe it was going to be picked up there by Cardoza, and Beckstrom's going to get fouled as she tried to go to the basket, and Beckstrom will shoot at the free throw line. The foul there is going to go against Siu Pawnee there, going to pick up the foul. And Pawnee there picks up, that's going to be the 9th team foul. So Beckstrom back to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. Beckstrom made both on her previous trip to the line, and that one there will hit about every part of the rim, but doesn't go down. Back the other way, here's Karchner over to Taylor Rose. Karchner, number 11, gets it inside. Going up is Craner. She can't get it to go. Tobiasen pulls the rebound. Zentner once again gets right in the passing lane. Almost knocks it away. And here comes Beckstrom the other way. A high pass there, but Rudd able to get it. Tobiasen back in the high post. Kicks it opposite corner for 3. Bowman, that one is long. Rebound's going to be tipped around and controlled by Karchner, but somehow Beckstrom steals it on the ground, and laying it in is Cardoza, and Spanish Fork has their first lead at 22-21 with 22 seconds to play here before halftime. Logan looks like they're content to save for the final shot of the half. Here's Zentner down the lane, kicks it out to Taylor Rose, and Zentner now back over to Amber Karchner, who will take a couple of steps back. Beckstrom goes for the steal. Here's Karchner on the perimeter with 4 on the clock. Loose ball's picked up, and that shot goes long by Craner. It's rebounded by Spanish Fork, and the half will expire. At the end of the first half here from Orem in the UCCU Center, it is Spanish Fort 22, Logan 21. The winner heads to the state semifinals. You're watching the 4A girls quarterfinals here on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and on Spanish Fork 17.
Please welcome the Logan High School cheer squad. Into these earlier games in the girls' tournament, Lehigh 45, Desert Hills 41. It was Hurricane over Mountain View 53 to 44. Hurricane will play Lehigh tomorrow at 4:10 p.m. in the second semifinal. Also earlier today, it was Salem Hills 58, Cedar 48. Salem Hills will play the winner of this game tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. in the semifinals. In the 4A results of the boys' games, it was Juan Diego Catholic 59, Hurricane 54, and Orem 71, Desert Hills 56. Orem will play Juan Diego at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow evening in the second semifinal in the boys' tournament. Also today, it was Salem Hills over Dixie 56-46, and Skyview defeated Payson 63 to 48. It will be Salem Hills against Skyview at 5:50 p.m. tomorrow in the first semifinal in the boys' tournament.
Well, we're getting ready to start the third quarter here inside the UCCU Center, as a great first half we had with Spanish Fork getting on a little bit of a run there at the end of the second quarter to get a lead. And the Dons right now leading the Logan Grizzlies by a score of 22-21 here on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and for those watching on Spanish Fork 17 in the city of Spanish Fork. Great to be with everybody here. I'm Ryan Pickens as we get ready for the second half. And really, kind of a tale of two halves, really, if you take a look at it for Spanish Fork. The Dons had a tough offensive time in that first quarter, and Logan really found a way to get some good shots and the right shots for the Grizzlies. However, in that second quarter, Spanish Fork kind of turned the tables a little bit on Logan and kind of used some opportunities to get to the free throw line to take a 1-point lead into the half. Start of the third quarter, and the Logan Grizzlies here have the basketball with Alea Zentner, number 1 here, as moves around. Here's Karchner. Back up, Zentner at the top of the key, cross court over to Marin. And now Zentner, number 1, will pull it out here for Logan. Logan in the all-white, Spanish Fork in the all-red, as Karchner takes the jump shot, can't get it to go. Now a battle inside, there will be a jump ball, possession arrow to Spanish Fork, as Riley Tobiasen and number 41, Shea Anderson for Logan, kind of getting that one tied up. And the Grizzlies look like they're going to go kind of into a 2-1-2 full court press. Spanish Fork breaks it. Tobiasen to the basket, can't get the shot up. There's going to be a foul, and a foul at the end coming against Spanish Fork there. Kennedy Frame's going to get called with a push. The first team foul, and the first going against Kennedy Frame here with 7:23 to go in the third quarter. Once again, the winner moves on to play tomorrow afternoon in the state semifinals, the first of 2 semifinals tomorrow against Salem Hills. Moving the basketball around, Zentner now kind of at the elbow, maybe extended out onto the perimeter now, gets it over to Karchner, back to Zentner. Marin now with it on the opposite wing. Now let's just set it back up. Logan's been content at times to move the ball around and wait till they get their shot. Marin will take a 3, a line drive shot, hits the front of the rim, and then will roll out of bounds. And the ball will go now to Spanish Fork with 6:51 to go here in the third quarter. Gabby Beckstrom, number 23, controls it in the backcourt right now. Spanish Fork here, as it's going to be Taylor Stewart. Gets it across the timeline there. And kind of a tough double team there coming from Logan. Here's a 3 on the way, is good for Briley Rudd. Hits the big 3, the junior guard gets it to go, and Spanish Fork has their largest lead at 4. The other way, there's going to call a carry there against Mia Marin, and that will go back to Spanish Fork. So the Dons hit the big 3, then get a turnover on the other end, as Taylor Stewart now gets it over to Riley Tobiasen, and there's going to be a foul there coming there in the front court, as they're, I believe, going to get number 11, Amber Karchner. That will be Karchner's second personal and the first team foul here against Logan in the second half. So Spanish Fork kind of continuing what they started in the second quarter. And the Dons have the basketball here with Riley Tobiasen up top. Back cut for Beckstrom, tries to get it to go, but she is fouled and the shot will not go down. And we'll get the second Logan foul of the half. This one going against Alea Zentner. And the first there against Zentner, and now Gabby Beckstrom back to the free throw line. Beckstrom made multiple trips to the free throw line in the first half for Spanish Fork, and she hits the first one here to give Spanish Fork a 5-point lead, 26-21. Spanish Fork on top of Logan. Don't have the exact numbers in front of me here to know exactly where the run started for Spanish Fork, as the free throw doesn't go down, but Kennedy Frames able to track down the rebound that's stolen away there on the pass. Here is Amber Karchner for Logan. She splits down the middle of the key, kicks it out. Zentner puts it on the floor. She thought about it. And here's Marin. She'll take the 3 from the opposite wing. Can't get it to go. And now there's going to be a Spanish Fork foul there, as again, it was Kennedy Frame there getting the push against Karchner. And that will be 2 quick fouls against Kennedy Frame. Her second, and then also the second team foul against Spanish Fork. Here's Amber Karchner with the basketball. She'll take a three. That one is going to miss off the side of the rim. Karchner able to try to save it, but saves it right to Spanish Fork. And the Dons there will step on the inline, as it was Briley Rudd who was trying to control it before stepping on the inline. And right there, she steps on that inline before she could save the basketball. So the ball will go to Logan here with 5:36 to play in the third quarter. The Grizzlies need to try to find that offense that they had in the first quarter. Up into the high post with Shea Anderson. Back around, here's Amber Karchner. Marin will take a three again. This one gonna be off, hit a couple parts of the rim. The rebound controlled by Logan. Inside, and a nice putback on the other end it's gonna be Tori Craner for two. And Logan now kind of ends the Spanish Fork run. Here's the pass in the corner. Rudd on the other end, hits the three in the corner and answers on the other end, and it's back to a Spanish Fork 6-point lead at 29-23 with 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Inside, Craner spins to her right, goes up, and she's gonna get fouled as she goes up for the shot. We'll see who they're gonna get, and I think by the reaction, it's gonna be Kennedy Frame, and it will be, and that will be the third against Frame, and the third team foul against Spanish Fork. And quickly, the Dons will look to make a substitution. I believe someone quickly getting to the table there, as Tori Craner misses the first, and Kennedy Frame will now head to the bench for Spanish Fork with her third team foul, and coming back in will be Haley Cardoza. The second one here coming for Tori Craner, as the senior heads to the free throw line there. That one misses long. Rebound pulled down by Riley Tobiasen, who will bring the basketball up for Spanish Fork. Tobiasen gets it inside. Double teamed in the corner there. I believe it was going to be Cardoza. Cardoza kicks it back out, and now Beckstrom's fighting for it, but there's going to be a jump ball, and possession will go to Logan. I think Beckstrom there was looking for some kind of a reach-in foul, and definitely a lot of reaching, but the officials, two officials, were right there kind of in the area there to make the call, and their jump ball ends up being the call. Possession arrow there going to Logan. Cross-court pass, Tobiasen jumps in front of it but knocks it out of bounds, and it will stay here with the Logan Grizzlies. Logan really forced a lot of turnovers in the first quarter that kind of led to some of that offensive success. But Spanish Fork has limited the turnovers in the second, and now here almost the midway here of the third quarter. And really Logan just hasn't really found any offensive rhythm, and that will be a turnover there as Zentner throws that one to the Logan bench, and the ball will head back to Spanish Fork here with 4:14 to play in the third quarter. 29-23 lead for Spanish Fork. Here's Tobiasen, and a reach-in foul there, I believe. That was going to be, I believe that was Amber Karchner who tried to jump around Tobiasen and get the steal. And that's going to be, I believe, foul number 4 against the fourth team foul. Karchner there, I believe, picking up her second, maybe even her third. As here's Tobiasen in the corner for three. That one was long. Rebounds tipped around as Taylor Stewart almost, I think, reached over the back. And that was thrown away in the front court by Marin. So Logan not protecting the basketball right now. And it's really having a big effect for Logan because of the fact that they keep giving they have these possessions, and they've had some decent opportunities here in the last couple of minutes to try to set up some offense. But Logan just hasn't been able to get it going. In the high post, here's Taylor Stewart. Back out to Gabby Beckstrom. Beckstrom will pull it out, goes around the screen now in the corner, drops it into Cardoza, who spins in the lane, couldn't get it to go. Gets her own rebound, but she's gonna be fouled, and that's gonna be the 5th team foul against Logan. And Tori Craner gonna pick up the foul. I must have gotten ahead of myself there. That's just the 4th they put up on the board. Riley Tobiasen will check out, as coming back in will be Eliza Bowman. Spanish Fork inbounds from underneath their own basket. Here's Rudd. with True. They try to quickly get it into Cardoza coming off the screen, but the ball's knocked out of bounds and will stay here with Spanish Fork with 3:32 to play here in the third quarter. 29-23 lead right now for Spanish Fork. That one's dangerous inbound pass as one of the Grizzlies going there to the floor. Inside, it's Beckstrom, lost control of it. Gets it out. Here's Rudd from the elbow. That one's off right into the hands of Bowman, though. Puts it back in for two. Right place at the right time for Eliza Bowman. And Logan wants to take a timeout here with 3:14 to play in the third quarter. Spanish Fork has done a great job here in the third quarter. They've extended their lead at Spanish Fork 31, Logan 23. You're watching the 2018 Class 4A Girls State Basketball Quarterfinals here on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and Spanish Fork 17. Well, 3:14 to go here in the third quarter. Spanish Fork leading Logan 31-23 as Logan tries to come from behind here and make it to the state semifinals. Here at the top of the key, Tori Craner now with the basketball. Here's Zentner in the middle. Craner cuts the basket with the left hand and gets the roll. A very tough roll there for Craner, and stepping on the inline is Gabby Beckstrom, and that will be a turnover, and the ball will go back to Logan. When you're inbounding the basketball, you have to be careful of where your foot is, and Beckstrom hits the inline there, and that's a tough turnover, gives the ball back to Logan. So a nice opportunity here for the Grizzlies to get back in it. Marin takes the three. That one was off, and it will go out of bounds here to Spanish Fork. And with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter, Spanish Fork will get the possession back. And right now, nothing would be more important for Spanish Fork than to continue that offense. Biggest thing Logan needs right now is some stops. Here's Stewart inside off the glass for two. And out to an 8-point lead here, 33-25 lead for Spanish Fork. Logan trying to find some kind of established offensive rhythm. Only 4 points in the quarter. Beckstrom there with the steal, fighting for it with Taylor Rose. Jump ball, possession arrow to Spanish Fork. And that's been one of those nights for Spanish Fork. They have won a lot of those loose balls, and they've been able to force, combine that with some turnovers. Here's Beckstrom down the lane, puts it off the glass, no. Rebound right there, goes up and gets it to go inside, I believe for Eliza Bowman for two. And Spanish Fork out to a 10-point lead. 35-25, minute 50 to go, third quarter. Taylor Rose with the basketball, up here to Zentner. Rose down the, kind of the inline there, the baseline drive, gets it to go for Taylor Rose. She gets the bucket, and an important basket there for Logan to try to get something going offensively. And Rose just reaches right into Beckstrom there and gets the jump and forces the jump ball. One official, I think, called jump ball. The other official, I think, calling a foul. And we'll see who's going to win out. At the end of the day, it's going to be a foul coming against Taylor Rose, and the ball will go to Spanish Fork. Getting a little chippy there between Spanish Fork and Logan, in the sense where you've had multiple times where they've tried to force that jump ball, and there's been some physical contact going both ways. Something to watch for here as this one goes, and now we're going to get another foul here. That will be the 6th against Logan, and that's going to go, I believe, against Tori Craner, and the 3rd against Craner. The next team foul against Logan will put Spanish Fork in the bonus. Gabby Beckstrom to inbound, puts that one high. It's knocked out of bounds, but there's going to be a foul against Taylor Rose, and that's quickly 2 against Taylor Rose, and Spanish Fork goes to the free throw line. one of those games right now, if you're Logan, where it just seems like nothing really can go your way, as it will send to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. The first one is good for, I believe that's Eliza Bowman at the free throw line. And the second one's going to rim off there for Bowman. And back the other way, here comes Taylor Rose for the Logan Grizzlies. Craner now and takes it to the basket with the right hand, gets the roll. A nice shot there for Tori Craner to kind of settle right in the middle part of that 2-3 zone. That's kind of exactly where Logan needs to work the rest of the way, is in the middle of that 2-3 zone. Here's Beckstrom. She tries to take it up strong. She can't get it to go. Rebound pulled by Logan, as Mia Marin will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Cross-court pass, here's Taylor Rose. Marin will pop a three. That one is short. Rebound's tipped around and controlled. And Logan will set it back up at the top with 41 seconds to play here in the third quarter. A 36-29 lead for Spanish Fork on top of Logan. Here's Zentner down the lane, tries to get it inside, going up off the glass, no for Craner. Rebound pulled down by Cardoza, who almost threw it away. Beckstrom quickly into the front court, 21 seconds. Back out, going up strong, and being fouled on the way up, I believe, is Eliza Bowman. And Bowman will go back to the free throw line. The foul goes against Shea Anderson, the 8th team foul against Logan, so almost any foul the rest of the way will put Spanish Fork at the free throw line. Eliza Bowman ready to go, and the first free throw is good for Bowman. Extends the lead back out to 8 here with 19 seconds in the third quarter. Taylor Stewart to the bench for Spanish Fork. Riley Tobiasen in. For Logan, they'll come back with Amber Karchner, who will replace Taylor Rose. So now here is second free throw coming for Eliza Bowman. This one rattles off the rim, hit the front part of the rim and the back iron. 14 seconds to play in the quarter. Marin's got the basketball. Back to the top. Here's Zentner with 9 on the clock. Splits the defense down the middle. Kicks it out to Marin. She puts it on the deck, takes it up, and she is fouled with 4.5 seconds remaining on the clock. And that will go there, I believe, on Eliza Bowman will pick up the foul. Her first and the fourth, only the 4th team foul against Spanish Fork. And now Mia Marin will go to the free throw line. She'll shoot a pair here on the shooting foul. Yeah, the first one is good. I talked a little bit about it in the first half, how important it was for Spanish Fork to maybe find some kind of offensive rhythm by getting to the free throw line. And the same thing I think right now goes for the Logan Grizzlies. They really need to try to find some kind of offensive rhythm. Marin misses the second one. Bowman able to pull the rebound. There's a 2.5 on the clock, and Spanish Fork, I don't think, knew how exactly realized how much time was on the clock. At the end of 3 here from the UCCU Center on the campus of Utah Valley University, it's Spanish Fork 37, Logan 30. We're back with the fourth quarter after the break here on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and Spanish Fork 17. Start of the fourth quarter here in Orem, Utah, the site of the 4A state basketball tournament, the girls' final quarterfinal of the evening right now, as Spanish Fork is 8 minutes away from meeting Region 10 foe Salem Hills in tomorrow afternoon's first semifinal, a 2:30 tip. But Logan still has 8 minutes to try to chip back in this one, only trailing by 7 as Amber Karchner starts the fourth quarter off with a free throw line jumper. The Grizzlies will come out and press. Here's Beckstrom, who beats the press pretty quickly for Spanish Fork. Cross-court pass. Here's Rudd for 3. That one is long. Rebounds pulled down by Karchner. Logan looking to run. It's Karchner and Taylor Rose. Karchner herself will bank it in. A quick 4 points for Amber Karchner here in the fourth quarter. And cuts the lead quickly to 3. Loose ball in the backcourt. Rudd's going to pick it up. Karchner dives for it. It's going to go out of bounds, however. They're going to say last touch by Amber Karchner. And it will go here to Spanish Fork, as the last thing you need if you're the Dons right now is to get comfortable with the ball. And that one's stolen away by Karchner. Here is a layup, is good for Mia Marin, and Alyssa Anderson wants a timeout on the other side of the court. A full timeout called by Spanish Fork. 6 quick points in the first about 43 seconds of the quarter to get it quickly out to 37-36. We'll take a break here. You're watching the 2018 4A Girls State Quarterfinals on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and Spanish Fork 17. Well, 7:14 to play here in this one. Logan on a quick 6-0 run to start the fourth quarter. And the Grizzlies will remain here in the press. It's knocked away in the backcourt by Taylor Rose. One-on-one to the basket. She banks that one, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Spanish Fork. Rose just kind of took that one strong right at Briley Rudd there, number 11 for Spanish Fork, and Rudd tried to make sure she was in position in time, but apparently she didn't quite get there. And now it will be Taylor Rose heading to the free throw line. She will shoot 2 here. That's going to be the 5th team foul against Spanish Fork, and Rose a chance to tie the game here, and she ties it at 37. So a 7-0 Logan run here to start the fourth quarter here within the first minute, and now that has head coach Alyssa Anderson on that Spanish Fork bench kind of wondering here what's going to happen as Rose misses the second, but Craner pulls the rebound, goes up, can't get the second attempt to go. Loose ball, and there's going to be a foul called on Gabby Beckstrom with the reach, and that will be the 6th team foul there against Spanish Fork as both teams kind of going for it. The second against Beckstrom. She'll head over and have a conversation right now with her head coach. And we'll have a substitution here as Taylor Stewart will come back in for Spanish Fork. Eliza Bowman will go to the bench here and get a well-deserved rest, as right now it will be Logan basketball here. 37-37 here in the fourth quarter. The winner heads to the state semifinals tomorrow afternoon. Craner lost control of it, and now it was Rudd who came away with it, and the foul is going to go against Craner, and that's the 9th team foul, so that will send Spanish Fork to the free throw line on the other side right here, and we'll see, I believe it's going to be Rudd going to the free throw line. Yeah, it will be Briley Rudd going to the free throw line. Craner, I believe that is her 4th, if I remember correctly, as Shaylee Anderson will come back in here for Logan. So Shaylee Anderson back in, and going to the bench there is going to be Tori Craner. A big 1-and-1 here at the line for Rudd. A chance to give Spanish Fork the lead as she banks the free throw home. as a big free throw there is good for Spanish Fork to make it 38-37 with 6:47 to go here in the fourth quarter. Second one for Rudd is long again. This time the bank doesn't go as Marin pulls the rebound for Logan, and back the other way come the Grizzlies. Marin will set it up. Here is back over to Zentner. Zentner, number one, with the basketball, gets it into Anderson in the high post. Zentner left wide open out there from the perimeter. Here's Amber Karchner, quickly picked up in the double team. Cross-court pass, Taylor Rose, back to Marin. Marin almost, I think, lost control there. She'll be able to recover, though. Karchner, she'll take the three for the lead. Got it, and Logan has the lead at 40-38 here. And coming quickly in a press, here's Gabby Beckstrom going to the basket there. Tries to bank it home, but can't. Frame gets the rebound, and Spanish Fork will try to reset it. Here's Riley Tobiasen. Inside to Stewart, drops it to Frame. She takes the two, left it short. Rebound pulled down by Amber Karchner, who splits the defense, and we're going to have a foul, I believe, in the backcourt against Gabby Beckstrom. And that's the 7th team foul against Spanish Fork, and a 1-and-1 now going to the free throw line for Amber Karchner. It's not going to be Karchner. Karchner was the one that had the ball dribbling up the floor, but the foul there is going to go against Taylor Rhodes. Or the foul there committed against, I should say, Taylor Rose. She'll shoot the 1-and-1, as she was the one that I think was kind of pushed there by Beckstrom. Rose here for the front end of a 1-and-1, and she hits the first, extends the Logan lead out to 41-38. The Grizzlies had the lead in the first half, really up until about the final minute of the first half. And Spanish Fork took a 22-21 halftime lead into the locker room as Rose gets the second one. I wasn't sure if that one was going down. It hit about all parts of the rim before going down. Logan staying in that press defense there as Beckstrom tries to get it down the court, but it's knocked out of bounds by Taylor Rose, and the ball will stay here with Spanish Fork. 5:45 to go, fourth quarter, 42-38 lead right now for Spanish Fork. That one's going to be thrown away on the inbound, or tries to get the pass inside, and now Logan will have the lead by 4 with 5:30 to go, and the ball right here, as it's going to be Taylor Rose, number 4, gets it over to Karchner. Here's Marin now with the basketball. Goes around the screen right now. Double teamed as she gets inside. Anderson to Karchner. Free throw line jumper is good for Amber Karchner. And she has really taken over the fourth quarter here. Here's Beckstrom trying to take it all the way. Banks that one off the glass. Couldn't get it to go. Frame pulls the rebound, and now some contact and a couple of bodies hit the floor. And the foul is going to go against Shea Anderson. 10th team foul, so Kennedy Frame will shoot 2 now. And Spanish Fork, being in the double bonus, will now shoot 2 free throws on a lot of fouls the rest of the way. And Kennedy Frame misses the first as it hit the front of the rim. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. A 44-38 lead for the Logan Grizzlies. Spanish Fork really controlled the third quarter, and Logan has really controlled the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. Frame gets the second one to go, and now Logan with the basketball. Here's Zentner now, number 1, as she dribbles it around. Gets it over to Marin. Into the middle, here's Karchner. Karchner tries to go to the basket. She'll kind of back it out now. Quickly double team, gets it over to Taylor Rose. Rose picks it up. Nice job there by Spanish Fork. Staying disciplined right now in their zone. Moving the ball around, and once again, it's Amber Karchner who hits the big 2 right there. Extends the lead out to 7. Here's Beckstrom. Cross-court pass. Here's Frame. That was knocked away by Taylor Rose. She's running ahead with Karchner. It will be Rose all the way to the basket. Lays it in for 2. And Alyssa Anderson wants a timeout. 48-39 lead now for the Logan Grizzlies. It's been about an 18 to 2 or so run here put on by Logan to start the fourth quarter. We'll take a break here on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and Spanish Fork 17. Logan on top, 48-39. Well, 4:12 to go in the fourth quarter. A 48-39 lead right now for the Logan Grizzlies, as Logan has really controlled the fourth quarter nonetheless. That press defense, I think, maybe rushing Spanish Fork a little bit, kind of putting them in a position where they're maybe trying to feel rushed or having to quickly move the basketball. Beckstrom's going to be guarded tightly in the backcourt. Spanish Fork has to hurry to get it across half court. They will. Here's Tobiasen now with the basketball. 4 minutes to go in this one here from Utah Valley University. Here's Stewart inside, goes up. That one's going to be partially blocked by Karchner. It will go out of bounds. It will stay here with Spanish Fork with 3:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Spanish Fork with 2 timeouts. Both teams with 2 timeouts. There's Kennedy Frame, hits the big 2 off the inbound play. And Zentner brings the basketball up for Logan in the backcourt. Zentner now moves the basketball across. Here's Taylor Rose. Karchner throws it away. A big turnover there for Spanish Fork. The Dons need to take advantage of every extra possession they can get. Here's Beckstrom, picks up her dribble. She's guarded tightly by Taylor Rose. Rose has been playing tight defense on Beckstrom all night, and Stewart can't get the jump shot to go. Marin pulls the rebound up ahead. It's Tori Craner who will lay it in for 2. A nice job by Logan there as Spanish Fork loses the outlet. Coming the other way, here's Beckstrom 2-on-1. Drops it to Frame, who hits on the other end for 2. Both teams trying to kind of speed the other one up right here. And now we have whistles and a timeout being called by Logan. It will be a full timeout. 2 minutes and 58 seconds to play in this one. It's Logan 53, Logan 50, Spanish Fork 43. Winner to the state semifinals. You're watching high school basketball on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and Spanish Fork 17. Well, 2 minutes and 58 seconds left in this one to decide who will play in tomorrow afternoon's 4A semifinal, as Logan right now having a 7-point lead over Spanish Fork. Logan, if you're just joining us, in the all-white, Spanish Fork in the all-red. Here's Zentner now as she gets it inside. That one's off the glass for Craner, but that one doesn't go, and the rebound pulled down by Spanish Fork. Spanish Fork needs stops on one end, and they need points on the other. Here's Beckstrom. She almost traveled there. Tobiasen picks up the basketball, though. Here's Beckstrom in the corner, guarded by Marin. Gets some space, pulls the 3. Beckstrom is off. Tobiasen pulls the rebound, can't get the roll. Karchner gets in there and pulls the rebound for Logan. And Karchner does a nice job coming the other way. 2-on-1 the other way. Craner goes up and lays it in. And it's out to a 9-point lead for Logan here with 2:15 to go in this one. Pressure right now on Spanish Fork. Beckstrom with the basketball, goes around, Karchner steals it away. It's Karchner against Beckstrom, and Karchner is fouled, and Beckstrom will commit the foul with 2:03 to go. And Amber Karchner, who really just took over the fourth quarter, heads to the free throw line to shoot a pair. The fourth foul on Gabby Beckstrom, who has worked hard all night. She has really did everything she could at times, defensively and offensively, for Spanish Fork. As Karchner will go to the free throw line right now, and the first one is good for Karchner. A 54-43 lead with 2:03 to go. Winner gets Salem Hills tomorrow at 2:30. The other semifinal will be Lehigh against Hurricane. That one's going to be at 4:10 as the second free throw goes to make it 55-43. 2 minutes to go in this one, and Spanish Fork throws it away. And with a 54-43 lead right now, with 2 minutes to go, you have to kind of wonder right now if this one might be a little out of reach for Spanish Fork. Here's Karchner as Logan's able to beat the press. Karchner will pull up for a long two and hits. And that might have just been the icing on the cake for the Logan Grizzlies. Back the other way, here's Beckstrom. Into the front court now, guarded tightly inside frame, off the glass, gets the bucket and count the basket. Or gets the foul and count the basket there for Frame. And the foul is gonna go against Shay Anderson. And now Kennedy Frame will go to the free throw line there and will shoot now one free throw as the official going over to the Logan bench here. And I think that was, and I want to say that was number 5 on Shay Anderson. So Anderson, I believe, just fouled out of the ball game, is what I believe what the official went over to say, hey, coach, that's 5. And so Taylor Rose will come back in. Kennedy Frame will try to complete the three-point play. That one rattles in and out. Craner pulls the rebound, gets it out to Marin, who splits the defense and gets into the front court. Zentner now for Logan, out to Marin. And a reach-in foul is going to go against Spanish Fork, and I believe that's Gabby Beckstrom. And that is going to be, I believe, Beckstrom's 5th. And that is her 5th. She will foul out of the ball game here with 1.5 minutes to go. Eliza Bowman will come in for Spanish Fork. And if you're Gabby Beckstrom, you had one of those games where you did everything that you could to have a good opportunity to win the ball game. It's just tonight was one of those nights for Logan where everything has gone their way when the Grizzlies have needed it to, as Marin hits the free throw to make it 57-45 here with 1.5 minutes to go here in this one. Second one is going to go as well there for Marin to make it 58-45. 1.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bowman with the basketball. On the back cut, Bowman lost the basketball and now regains control. Here's Riley Tobiasen with 1:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Rudd now moving the basketball for Spanish Fork. She'll back it out here with 1:08 to go. Inside, it's Cardoza, can't get it to go. Rebounds tipped out to Amber Karchner. It's Karchner against Rudd, and Karchner to the basket, lays it off the glass for 2 to make it 60-45 here. Under 1 minute to go, fourth quarter here from this one at UVU. Inside, here's a bank shot for Tobiasen. She can't get it to go. Up ahead of the pack, and Tobiasen's going to commit the foul there on Tori Craner from behind. And that now will, I think, pretty much cinch it that Logan will move on to play in tomorrow's semifinal. Tori Craner will go to the free throw line. She'll shoot a pair, as that's the 10th team foul against Spanish Fork. And Craner's first free throw rattles in and off the rim. Salem Hills, they stuck around to watch this one, and they now have a pretty good idea that they'll get the Logan Grizzlies tomorrow afternoon. And the second one rattles in and out as well. Spanish Fork gave it a good effort, led for a good portion of the ball game, especially late in the second quarter into the third, but Logan came back well in that fourth quarter as Eliza Bowman can't hit the three. That one rattles in and out. Karchner pulls the rebound. And right there, we'll have Karchner who will set up the offense here, and Logan was just gonna, I think, dribble this one out right here. They get it over here to Zentner, who will be fouled by Briley Rudd. So Zentner will go shoot a pair. And I believe we're gonna get Taylor Stewart coming back in here for Spanish Fork. Shooting two will be Zentner here in the fourth quarter. And the first one for Zentner is on its way, and it's good. So Taylor Stewart will come in for Riley Tobiasen. And Gentry Rosema will come in, replacing Kennedy Frame. And so the second free throw on its way is going to rattle in there for Logan. 15 seconds to go here in this one in the fourth quarter, as it's going to be Rosema with the basketball. Gets it in the middle, tries to get it out to Rudd, who will go and collect it. 3 on the clock here for Rudd. They get it over. Here's Bowman going to the basket, banks that one off the glass, and it does not go, and this one is over. Logan takes this one by a score of 60-45 over Spanish Fork. A game where it really kind of went both ways. Really early on, it looked like Logan was might kind of take control early and not lose control. However, Spanish Fork took advantage of that second quarter, and they did a nice job through that second quarter. The third quarter, though, Spanish Fork built their largest lead of the ball game, but Logan would come back and be the aggressors in the fourth quarter. And when they became the aggressors, they really changed things, and they pulled away quickly. Our final score tonight here from Utah Valley University is 60-45 in favor of the Logan Grizzlies. Now, tomorrow's semifinals for those on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com will kind of look like this. At 2:30, it will be the Logan Grizzlies against the Salem Hills Skyhawks. And then at 4:10, the other semifinal will feature Lehigh taking on Hurricane. And those two winners will play in Saturday's state championship game. We hope everybody has a great night. Thank you for tuning in on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and to those watching on Spanish Fork 17. Have a great night until tomorrow when we have more high school basketball coverage on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. For our crew here at Utah Valley University, I'm Ryan Pickens saying so long, have a great night, and we'll see you next time here on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and Spanish Fork 17.